Okay, YouTube, this is the 99% finished product of our free quad build.
$6.
Maybe $6, we're into it, yes. So what originally started out as a Chinese Kazuma Falcon 250. 4-stroke, 250cc. The motor was garbage and smoked like a Banshee. Not the good kind of 2-stroke Banshee, the bad kind. We decided we're gonna rip that motor off and have a donated Predator 212 Harbor Freight engine that we mounted on here for free. I'm just gonna go over a few things, show you what we did. Basically, I found a 1960s style rototiller in the garbage, and we hacked it up, and they happened to have that Predator motor on it. And with a little tinkering, I got the motor running, and we took a bunch of metal from the rototiller here to use as mounting plates and certain parts to fabricate with our welder, such as the raised motor plate that we had to build here. It's just welded to the frame, and it's like a table now that the motor sits on. What we've also done is we've incorporated the original transmission from the Chinese quad, which has a forward and reverse gear. There was much cutting on the aluminum housing around that to compensate for fitment. We used the CVT belt drive that was from the original Chinese quad and its belt, and then found a Predator variator that fits on with the bolt and Woodruff key inside.
Modify that washer.
We had to modify a little washer as a spacer for the belt to ride in here and sit perfectly. I've also gone ahead and pulled this cover up before we mounted the motor and removed the governor arm, and actually JB welded the hole for the governor arm and the oil pickup over there.
Thank you, JB.
JB Weld has been holding on very strong. We used the original kill switch and found the 2 wires in there just for a ground and a kill to the coil, and wired them into the old kill switch wires. The old kill switch is still there, but it's just for decoration now. We had an exhaust system from a little Chinese dirt bike that we welded onto the original flange here. It's not the prettiest of all welds, but when the exhaust is finished, it actually looks like it was meant to be there. The pipe goes all the way up and out the back and looks wonderful with our custom fabrication welding skills. It's bent around that pipe beautifully, not touching the frame. The original quad has the original chain and back end drive as it had. A weird tensioner here on the chain.
Weird deal.
And then the transmission is belt driven on the other side with sprocket on this side. So we've also had to modify the linkage for the transmission. We had to lengthen that by about 2 inches, but you can see that actually activates forward and reverse. And now a quick demonstration of how it runs. All right, fuel's on.
Fuel is on.
Yeah, we've incorporated the original tank. Fuel runs down to the Predator carburetor, which we also had to modify to fit the frame on here, and the rod for the transmission. We got full choke. We got that on.
First pull. Look at that. First pull. Still screwing with throttle.
Try half choke. It is a Predator motor, Harbor Freight.